Hey, what's up everyone? It's me again, Sanitary 103, and today's cooking video we're going to be making some chicken butternut squash stew. This is a moderate carb meal. It's healthy, it's got some good amount of protein, moderate carb like I mentioned. Have some ingredients right here which you want to pan right there and show the audience. Got some butternut squash, some potatoes, onions. But I'll get into the details when we get over to the stovetop. But right here I do have about 2 pounds of chicken thighs. I cut some of the fat off, and I have some flour. We're going to be putting some salt and pepper on the chicken first, then getting it dusted with the flour, and then from there we will, or I'll show you the next steps. So without much further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to get some salt on the chicken, get that on both sides, and then some crushed black pepper as well. Just do the same thing with the other side. So once you got it salt and peppered, you want to just put it on some flour and get it dusted. Just going to put a couple right there. Wiggle it around a little bit. Doesn't have to be 100% coated all the way, as you can tell. Just get it dusted a little bit with some tongs. And then you want to just do that for the remaining chicken over here. So once the chicken is lightly dusted and coated, we're going to go over to the stovetop to get these brown. So I have a Martha Stewart Dutch oven right here. Watch out for the jokes. And it's on about moderate heat, and a little bit of olive oil. I'll probably do this in a few batches because you don't want to overcrowd the chicken. And be sure not to touch these handles either. Very hot as a safety measure. So the first batch, as you can tell right here, it is a little bit browned up. Not completely cooked though, because we're gonna cook it more later on. So let's take this chicken out right now, and then we'll finish the second batch and do the same process. All right, the second batch is right there, and we're gonna put the first batch back in now. And we have 1/4 cup of chicken stock right into the Dutch oven. I'm just using a wooden spoon, and anything that's stuck at the bottom of the pan, the Dutch oven, you just want to make sure it's not sticking. I have 1 cup of diced carrots that are going to go in. 1 big onion right here, chopped into pieces. 8 cloves of garlic chopped up. And just mix it around, and we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes until the onions and carrots and miscellaneous get a little bit more soft. It's been about 5 minutes now. We're going to add about 4 cups of butternut squash. This will give the stew a little bit more flavor, texture, and some bright colors. I have right here 4 diced small potatoes going in. 14 ounces of diced tomatoes. This is 28 ounces, so we're going to use about half of it. Next is 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. And this is on moderate medium-high heat, if you forgot. And the rest of the chicken broth, it's about 1 3/4 cups. And a half a cup of apple juice. Gonna add 2 bay leaves. A little bit of more salt and pepper. So I'm going to raise the temperature to a high because we want to bring this to a boil. And then once it boils, we're going to cover it and then let it simmer for about 30 minutes on a low heat. So after the 30 minutes was up, what you want to do is take the lid off and let it simmer for another 15 minutes. That'll help thicken the sauce. So that's what I did. Now for the most fun part, it's time to plate it and eat. All right, and there you have it, everyone. Look at that in all its glory. Chicken butternut squash stew. It's a nice little hearty home-cooked meal that you got going. I do have made it quite a bit, but that's great, you know, because if you have a family, You can give it to your kids, obviously, and you could meal prep if you're on your own. So let me take a bite on camera. I did put a little bit of parsley for some garnish, and in the past I have burned my tongue because I get too excited, so I'm not going to do that, obviously. So let me get some chicken, some of the squash, just a small portion. A little potato, it's pretty good. So I like the squash because it kind of gives the meal a different dimension, flavor. You get a little bit more chicken. If you notice, it just kind of comes right off. All right, if you like the recipe, give it a thumbs up. Check out my other cooking videos. I'll put my healthy meals playlist in the description box. Check those out. I have tons of different cooking videos that are very easy, from beginner to intermediate to advanced. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.